5 years ago, I shared a video on how to find a job/purpose as a young person, and that video still applies to today's world. Hi, people, welcome to Lorraine Show Media. My name is Lorraine, and I am a communications professional and content creator. In today's video, I would like to share with you how to position yourself for opportunities as a young person or as someone who is just looking for opportunities, right? So this video is a continuation of a previous video I shared last week. In that video, I boldly said people should stop chasing jobs and start creating opportunities for themselves. So this video is actually a continuation of that video, and coincidentally, I just realized that I had shared such video 5 years ago. So the first thing I mentioned was prepare a CV, do volunteers/internships, be proactive, confident, and humble. Number 4, use social media. And number 5, find a mentor. So what we're going to do now is we're probably going to inverse it, right? We are going to start with use social media. Guys, if you watch my last video, you realize how I shared that social media actually helped me to, be attractive to future employers. In this generation, before people patronize you, they want to know what you've done before. And most times it is not going to be your CV they are asking. 5 years ago, I said CV, but today I'm going to start with use social media, right? Let's say you want to buy a shoe, or you want to do like a photo shoot, or you want to buy a cake, or just anything. Most times what people do is they go on a social media platform and they type out cakes around me, cake shops near me, or shoe vendors in Douala, or shoe vendors in Boya, shoe vendors, just to find the possible profiles of people who are offering this product that you're looking for. So what happens is, because these social media platforms are using our data for marketing purposes, they're going to propose a lot of profiles to you, and then you will go through scrolling, and then you're going to find the person you want to work with. That is the same thing with employers in this generation. If you want to be taken seriously, you have to be on social media, and not just being present on social media, but you really need to be intentional about your social media presence. You need to have your real name on your social media page. Gone are those days when people used to use nicknames and all of that. In this generation, you want to have your real name, your real picture, and your real work. And another tip I would like to share about being on social media as someone who is searching opportunities, or who is, just finding a purpose or a direction, is if you think that you don't know what to post about. Let's say you're a young professional and you just finished from school and you are hoping to get a job. You cannot be immediately employed when you're a fresh graduate, because a lot of employers will feel like you do not have experience, right? While waiting to gain the experience. And that is also one of the reasons why I have not mentioned CV, because most students get out of the university with zero experience. Some of them don't even do internships, nothing. So when they come out of the university, they really have like a blank sheet. If they were to write a CV, the first thing on their CV, or everything, or every information on their CV, is just going to be where they went to school, but nothing special, because they haven't done anything, right? So in this situation, what do? The content you're going to be sharing is whatever you learned from school. Yes, that's content. If you studied history, geography, whatever it is you learned in school, come back on social media and start sharing. Oh, this is what I learned in school. Oh, this is an amazing fact about rocks. Oh, this is an amazing history fact. Share the things you learn from school. Be intentional about your social media presence. That now is going to take me to the next point. After setting up a good social media presence as a young person, then you can sit down and put together your credentials and write a good CV and a good cover letter to help you to have a good CV, and to learn how to write a cover letter. And in fact, everything that I'm talking about in this video, you can actually learn from an amazing young woman on Facebook called Sandy Nyanga. So I'm going to drop her information in the description box, or whichever platform you're watching this video on. Check the comments or check the description. Check her out on Facebook, and I believe that every young person, or every person who wants to, be employed, who wants to, better their lives, self-improvement, should be following Sandy because she just has the best tips for you. So the next thing I'm going to mention is you have to do internships and volunteers. So I cannot overemphasize the value of internships and volunteers. Like, this was a game changer for me. By the time I got out of university, my CV was already so heavy because the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication in Boya, they really encouraged us to do a lot of internships while we were in school. And apart from that, I found myself doing other things here and there. I did volunteers here, I did little jobs here and there. Like, all of these things, they kind of teach you a level of maturity that you need in the workplace. Being knowledgeable and intelligent is not enough in this generation. You need a lot of other skills. You need emotional intelligence. You need so many other skills, and those are things that you might not learn at school. And so you need to actually find yourself, at the front of, all of these things, and you're going to learn. So the next thing for me is going to be proactive, be humble, and be confident, right? I know hope, humility, and confidence in one sentence looks like it's impossible, but it's actually something that can be done. Proactiveness is all about being a thinker, coming up with ideas instead of waiting to be told what to do. You can, come up with ideas. And being humble is actually being teachable, in my opinion, because humility and teachability go hand in hand. You have to be a humble person to learn. Some people are not able to learn because they are not humble. They feel like, oh, I already know what this person is saying, or oh, this person cannot teach me. You have to be humble slash teachable. And as much as you want to be humble and teachable, you still need to be confident in the things that you know, but you have to be confident in a strategic way. Let's say if you are given a task to do as a team, you don't want to sit there and allow everyone to do everything because you're like, oh, you're humble. You don't want to, you always have to chip in something. All right, chip in something, the little that you know. If it's wrong, you'll be corrected. If it's right, The last thing on my list is find a mentor. We live in an amazing generation. Back then, people had to go and meet their mentors. Yes, let's say if you're in the university and your mentor is like a university lecturer, you have to go to his office, you have to go all the way from your house to there. But we live in a time where if you go online, you find so many amazing mentors, and your mentor doesn't need to be someone you're very close to, right? Your mentor can be someone who you feel that what they are sharing means a lot to you. And so the best thing you can do is to follow their content on social media. When they have like webinars and, all of these programs, you can join them. So finding a mentor nowadays doesn't mean you must have someone with whom you're talking, rather someone that inspires you, that you can learn from on a daily basis, or someone you want to be like. And social media is so amazing because these people are constantly sharing tips and tricks on, what they're doing, on who they are, and, constantly diversifying their content. I hope you find this video helpful. Go out there and make your voice heard. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.